This is the page for my ESL students to read and to understand. Now you can see this is called Flower Power. It's sort of a takeoff and something, but it's flower and it's a story about flowers. Okay, this is the story, and I will provide you with a copy of this, and I have a video which is a copy of this, but me reading, or not me, but the person who created this page reading this text. I want to point out a few things. Here is the reading, the sound, and there are other things here, but there's a dictionary and there's a translator and also an image thing in this type of page. I might be sending you the link for this. If I do, I want you to look up the words you do not know. There might be words in here you do not know. And if we go down to the bottom here, there are places where you can click for various things. For example, if you go to the vocabulary, it brings up a list of words here that you don't, if you don't know the meaning of them, please look them up. Okay? That's one part of the exercise. The other one is a thing called close. What it is a field, the story more or less said again, and you are to go in and fill in the blanks. It's a good exercise. And then we have another one which is yes, no questions. You go here and you fill in the blank with the sentence, was Ted in love? You say, you will you will answer that with a yes or a no, and you get hints here, and it will show you the answer when you want to, but the hints are a good way if you don't quite know it. Okay, and then when you're finished, you can say check, and we'll tell you whether it's correct or not. The other thing is dictation. And it took a while to come up. Okay, so we'll wait patiently. Here you will hear a text read, and you are to copy down with the type or with your keyboard the text that you hear. Okay, so you can get hints when you don't think you know it, or you can play it several times, but then you type in what you believe is correct. You say check, it'll check it. If it's correct, it'll say correct. If not, it'll tell you you made a mistake. And then here you can show you the answer if you have not been able to understand what was being said. There's a crossword. I won't go into that, but if you want to do more practice, you can do the crossword. Okay? So this is an outline of what I am sending you as a lesson, and what I want you to understand. I used the translator of Google. It might be right, it might not be right. It's probably mostly right. Just overlook the mistakes. I also had the lady read the translation, okay, so that you can hear it. This is a good exercise, so please do it. It will certainly help and improve your speaking, understanding, reading, and so forth.
Ted Nugent was in love. Unfortunately, he wasn't in love with his wife. He was in love with his girlfriend. He had met Lauren at a car show. She was one of the pretty models who gave sales pitches extolling the wonders of the new cars. To impress her, Ted promised that he would buy a new Mercedes if she would go out with him. She said yes, and one thing led to another. Ted's wife Stephanie wondered why Ted bought the new car, since he had just bought a new Cadillac 2 years ago. Because Stephanie liked the Cadillac so much, Ted said it was now hers. He had bought the Mercedes for himself. Ted started staying late at the office. He told Stephanie that he had to work extra hours to help pay for the Mercedes. She didn't mind. She was enjoying her Cadillac. When Lauren's birthday rolled around, Ted called up 1-800-BLOSSOM and sent her 3 dozen roses. To ensure that the transaction would be private, he put it on his business credit card. Even though Ted had to give his home phone and address, the Blossom representative promised that no paperwork would go to Ted's home. A week later, Stephanie greeted the mailman at the mailbox. He handed her the mail, including an envelope marked "Thank you, 1-800-BLOSSOM." Stephanie was curious. It wasn't her birthday, or Valentine's Day, or their anniversary. Why on earth had Ted ordered flowers? Opening the envelope, she hoped she wasn't going to ruin a surprise from her husband. The enclosed letter thanked Ted for his order of 3 dozen roses. The letter even included the note that went with the flowers. "My darling Lauren, these roses aren't half as pretty as you are." The letter offered a 10% discount on Ted's next order. When Ted got home late that night, he found an angry note on the door explaining why all the locks had been changed. 4 weeks later, Ted sued 1-800-BLOSSOM for ruining his marriage.
Él no estaba enamorado de su esposa. Él estaba enamorado de su novia. Había conocido a Lauren en un autoshow. Ella fue uno de los bonitos modelos que dieron argumentos de venta que ensalzan las maravillas de los nuevos coches. Para impresionarla, Ted prometió que iba a comprar un Mercedes nuevo si quería salir con él. Ella dijo que sí, y una cosa llevó a la otra. La esposa de Ted, Stephanie, se preguntó por qué Ted compró el nuevo coche, ya que acababa de comprar un nuevo Cadillac hace 2 años. Debido a Stephanie le gusta el Cadillac tanto, Ted dijo que ahora era suyo. Había comprado el Mercedes por sí mismo. Ted comenzó a quedarse hasta tarde, en la oficina. Él le dijo a Stephanie que tuvo que trabajar horas extras para ayudar a pagar por el Mercedes. No le importaba. Ella estaba disfrutando de su Cadillac. Cuando el cumpleaños de Lauren llevó a cabo, Ted llamado al 1-800, Flor envió a sus 3 docenas de rosas. Para asegurarse de que la transacción se haría privada, lo puso en su tarjeta de crédito de la empresa. A pesar de que Ted tenía que dar a su teléfono de la casa y la dirección, el representante Blossom prometió que ningún papeleo iría a la casa de Ted. Una semana más tarde, Stephanie recibió el cartero en el buzón. Le entregó el correo, incluyendo un sobremarcado, "Gracias", y _800_Flor. Stephanie tenía curiosidad. No era su cumpleaños, o el día de San Valentín, o su aniversario. ¿Por qué demonios había ordenado Ted flores? La apertura del sobre. Ella esperaba que ella no iba a arruinar la sorpresa de su marido. La carta adjunta agradeció a Ted por su orden de 3 docenas de rosas. La carta incluso incluyó la nota que fue con las flores: mi querida Lauren. Las rosas no son un medio tan bonita como tú. La carta ofrece un 10% de descuento en la próxima compra de Ted. Cuando Ted llegó a casa tarde en la noche, se encontró con una nota de enojo en la puerta explicando por qué habían cambiado todas las cerraduras. 4 semanas más tarde, Ted demandó al 1-800 Flor por arruinar su matrimonio.